Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to review game week 38, the final week of the 2024-25 Fantasy Premier League season. So, final week we scored 53 points, which was slightly above average, but we did drop down in the ranks, so we did end up outside the goal of the top 500k. We finished 571k. Out of 11 million people, it's not the worst result. Trying to do a bit of quick maths there. It's about top 5%, something like that. So, beat 95% of the competition, so can't complain too much. Particularly for someone who lives on the opposite side of the world, and I guess probably doesn't follow it as closely as some. But, it is still a bit of fun. So we'll have a look at the team. So we had Flecken in goal, who scored a three-pointer thanks to a 1-1 draw against Wolves. In our defence, Connor Bradley with just a 1-point return. Only played in one half, obviously given Trent a farewell there at Anfield. Guardiola got a clean sheet, so 8 points, locking in a Champions League spot for Man City next year. And Livramento with just the 2-point return. So lost to Everton. There you go. I didn't realise that. But I think they still ended up qualifying for the Champions League as well from memory. So I think they were 5th or something like that. In our midfield, so Bowen was the star. I think he scored a goal and an assist against Ipswich. 3 bonus points. So he would have been the best captaincy option. And Burmo scored a goal against Wolves, got a bonus point for that. Salah, he got a goal and the 3 bonus points, so should have just captained him, stuck fat, but we tried to go fancy with Saka against Southampton. He came off the bench, only played 27 minutes, so that was a bit of a fail there. Up front, blanks all round. Isak did play. There was talk he wasn't going to get up, but he did get a start. But Wood and Marmouche blanking. So in terms of the league, so we will have a look at the final. And well done to Shoab, Guns N' Roses, winning the Supercoach Nuff's FPL League, the inaugural version. So a 53-point return. Played the assistant manager this week. So had Thomas Frank. And so 4 points was the difference. We might have to see. Maybe Sam didn't have the assistant manager. That could have literally been the difference in the GF. But VC'd Bowen, so that stings even more with the captaining of Saka. Kirkez, I can't wait to see him in all red next year at Liverpool. Got a clean sheet, which is nice. But pretty similar sort of output to my team there. Actually, I should have a look how Shower finished up. I think he was pretty high up. So 103k overall, so well done, Shower. Inside the top 100k would have been amazing. Sam, Alarm Source, 334 overall, so well done, Sam. Had him Burmo as captain this week, so that was pretty good. Just trying to work it out. I guess, what was the difference? Yeah, it must have just been the assistant manager because he only had the 11. But would have been the same if it wasn't for that. So, nice work, Sam. I think I can go back and have a look at the rest of the league somehow, standings. So, well, there you go. They were 2nd and 3rd in the league, so probably, rightfully deserved to be in the GF. Shano's team ended up 37k overall, so well done. 51 this week. Captain Salah, yep, Reds man, that's the smart move. I was the silly one there. Martinez -2, that's a bit yuck. Ryan, I think, was pretty well up there, so 35k overall. Well done, Ryan. This week with the 53 as well. Did take a -4 hit. But had Bowen, Salah, had Trossard as captain, so that's a bit unfortunate. Again, was a nice idea against Southampton. Um, so Marshall, and he go 36 this week, finished 1.21 mil, but he's a Liverpool man, so we love Marshall. Bowen and Salah doing the job for him this week. Yeah, Pedro, that's unfortunate. Just ran out of players by the look of it. Unlucky. Matt, East Valley Vikings, so not the strongest season from him, 5 mil, but again, another Liverpool man, so well done this season, Matt. Captain Salah, so again, that's on me. Did Haaland score the goal? Or yeah, he did score the goal, or one of the goals in the 2-0. Nice, good get there. And then I think just Cooper. So 6 mil finish, but you know, he's still a good bloke even though he's a Man City supporter. Had Ahmad and Bruno Fernandes this week, so that worked out pretty well. 13 points, a goal and an assist. And Fernandes must have got the other goal, no, the other assist. There you go. So that worked out nicely. That partnership, captain Haaland, so 50 points this week was a strong finish. So I think that's about it. Actually, we could probably dig a bit deeper into. Oh, is that? No, it's team of the week. I want team of the season. How do I get that? Status. I don't know. I thought it had that. You know, who's the best for the season? But is that under? I don't know if transfers will even be open anymore. No. Yeah, I don't know. But I guess you can see it here. So it looks like Pickford was number one in goal this year with a 158. Sells was probably the pick. Pretty sure he started at 4.5, 150 points, got up to 5.2 in value. Guardiola ended up defender one for the season. Alexander Arnold, so both fairly expensive, but definitely justifying their value. But I think it was the Forest guys again. So Milinkovic, Murillo were probably the cheapies of the year in defence. As I said, Kirkes probably a bit more expensive next year coming across to the Reds. Let's hope. Munoz definitely did well there at Palace. Um, Collins the best from Brentford. In the midfield, I guess it was uh, Mo Salah show. So 344, absolutely aced it this year. You know, and Burmo Palmer with his strong start. You know, was third overall. Bowen and Diaz. It's probably Semenyo as potential cheapie of the year, although Murphy only ended up at 5.2 and only scored 6 less points. So not sure what they started at. I don't know if there's any way of telling in this. Don't know. It just gives you the stats, I think, rather than their values. But yeah, there was definitely those sort of cheaper midfield options at those clubs that performed quite well this year. Definitely some value. It'll be interesting to see the values for next year as well. The likes of a Man City and Tottenham, will they decrease? Potentially a chance of getting any better. And the forwards, so Isak number one with 211. So Chris Wood with the 200. Watkins with a 186. So would have it been a 343? Probably. What did I say? I can't remember. It's 183. I don't think so. Oh yeah, so he would have just snuck in at a 3-4-3 formation if you had Isak, Wood, Watkins, and then those midfielders. Probably would have been a little bit expensive. To probably try and afford all of them, but yeah, that would have been the best team to hold all season. Obviously, Haaland was injured for quite a bit. Also, Man City weren't in their peak form. But even then, he wasn't too far off. So potentially a discount next year for him would be nice. But in terms of value, look the likes of Jimenez, Strand, Larson at their 5 mil valuation. Delap probably more expensive next year. Sounds like he's off to a bigger club. Um, Vardy, don't know if we'll see him again, but it was good fun. Yeah, so I think that basically sums it up. So I think that's all we've got for this season. We'll wrap the video up there. Obviously, if you enjoyed the FPL stuff throughout the year, and particularly, I guess, if you either want to rejoin the league, if you're one of the few that were amongst it this year, or if you've been watching the videos and want to get on board next year, let me know. Um, I am sort of trying to decide what to do in regards to continuing with this sort of content, but your feedback's appreciated on that. Obviously, if you do enjoy it, give us a like as well. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel. You know, we're still very much in NRL AFL season, so we're covering all that. But other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.